Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I will be showing you how to make your own bag with a little Velcro on top. It closes by simply rolling, so if you roll it up it closes, and it's super easy to use. You can put in whatever you want, and if you use wax cotton like I do, it's even good for food as well. So you need fabric scissors, a ruler or some measuring tape, then some Velcro, both sides of course, at least 7 centimeters or longer, and then wax cotton. It's best if you have different colors and patterns. So if you have never worked with this material before, it has a layer of wax over it, so it's a bit firmer than regular cotton, and like what you would have on a table in your garden maybe. My grandma used to have this, so you may know this as well. I'm not sure if many people use that nowadays. Anyway, we won't work with pins because they don't work with this type of fabric, but clips and similar things to keep it together work great. So whatever you find that will help you keep everything in place. For this project, you will need simply 4 squares. In my case, I have, and of course you can choose your own sizes accordingly, but in my case it's 25 times 25 centimeters, so 2 for the outside fabric and 2 for the inside fabric, you see in different color, and the Velcro at least 7 centimeters long. So take care that your color matches your fabric, since it looks much nicer that way, and there are different ways you can do that of course, so feel free to customize according to your own taste and wishes. I am using white for my Velcro so that it looks nice and like a part of it as well, so that it doesn't stand out too much. So you will have your own piece, but now is the time to decide what is up and what is down. In my case, it's not easy to decide because the direction of the tree changes. So let's see what we can do. I have to pick a side. I think this way. I'll measure the middle for the Velcro. Pull your Velcro apart and now put it onto your piece. So let's measure half. And 3 centimeters down from there. You should measure the width as well and adjust, but my Velcro is, let's see, 2.5 centimeters, so yeah, make sure you are doing your middle. I'm not doing the math out loud because you need to adjust that yourself according to your piece, so if you're doing different Velcro size or different fabric size, this might vary, but make sure it stays in the middle. Now I'll mark here on top where the Velcro will go, and I'll do the same with the other piece, so that way we have 2 symmetrical pieces that are gonna align. So I marked this on both sides, just a little line, so I'll sew it up already now. You can just go over the Velcro, that's the cool part, you won't ruin it in any way. And let's just do that, let's go over it. You could also just do the bottom a couple of times, so just like go there and back, and on top as well. But to be honest, I think it's better if you do all sides, then you're securing it there. Do the same on the other piece, of course. You can sew up, and that's your first step. Now that you have your Velcro, we can get onto the bigger parts. So put the pretty side on pretty side and feel free to use your Velcro to keep everything in place. And then sew the sides up, left side, bottom and right side. Today we're leaving the top part open, and then we'll do the same with the inside fabric. So again, the pretty side on pretty side, and sew all sides up but the top. So it's important to leave the top out for now. So, since you can't use pins, they just don't work well with this type of fabric, you can use some other kind of clips, or if you're maybe a bit more confident, you can work without any props, or as I said, use some clips or maybe clothespins or whatever works. And yeah, I will sew about 1.5 centimeters away from the edge, and that way I'll get it all symmetrical in every direction. So now that you finished this part, take your corners and pull the sides apart so that you get these triangles. Take care that your foldings are symmetrical. The stitch should be in the middle, and then feel free to use your fingers to push it together a bit. And make sure it's looking in the same direction, and then measure. So you need 8 centimeters of width. And here just mark. I'm gonna do a regular line from end to end, and do that on all corners of every piece of fabric. So make sure before you sew everything, if everything looks right, make sure you marked all the corners. So always 8 centimeters of width. So waxed cotton is great because if you fold it, it will really stay folded. And then you can just get to whatever you wanted to do, in our case sewing along the line. And make sure that you do the beginning and end a couple of times there and back, so that you really maximize your durability. So always beginning and end, you need to do a couple of times there and back. Now you can cut these off since we don't need them anymore. Leave about 1 centimeter of length before the stitch so that it doesn't frizz later or fall apart. And now we will connect the inside and outside, so we need to turn the one piece inside out. And now put it inside. Align all the stitches. If you separate the pieces, it's easier, and then just sew along these. And make sure that before you actually sew everything up, you leave one little ending a bit open. So what I mean by that is a little hole like this. And now turn inside out through the little hole you left. So now let's put the inside in. Now this should be your bag, and then you can make the ends look a bit prettier by checking if something needs fixing, so if there's anything that you can fix. Opening is also here. We can leave it like that or sew along the end to close it up. That way we align and make sure that the inside and out it looks pretty. So this is the last sewing part, but here's my baggie. You can make it, of course, bigger or smaller by increasing the height or even the width. So feel free to adjust and customize according to your own needs. So yeah, the height and width can be changed. And yeah, you see it's a highly customizable project, which is pretty cool. And that way you can make it look like your own. So we are now almost done. I wanted to also show you, if you roll it together, the Velcro connects the one piece to the other and it's closed. It's also secure in there. So you can even use this as your lunchbox, which is great because the wax cotton works well with food as well. It's easy to clean. So yeah, if you do use it for food, you can easily clean it by washing over it or even just wiping it. It's a really cool option if you're looking for something that's not plastic. And yeah, let me guys know what you think and maybe what alternative you use for your lunchbox, or maybe you have other ideas what we could use this baggie for. Maybe there are other really cool things we can do with waxed cotton as well. So it is somewhat waterproof as well. If you need to save something from the rain, for example, of course you can't really put it in water and hope that it won't come in, but you can kind of save your stuff from rain or maybe high humidity and similar. But yeah, this is our little baggie. I hope you guys like it. So this was our project for today. Let me know guys what you think. If you did enjoy, you can always shoot us a thumbs up. That way we know we did a good job. And you can also subscribe to our channel and stay updated and notified every time we post something new. By subscribing, you can also look at our channel and our videos that we already posted if you're looking for some extra inspiration. And apart from that, I wanted to thank you for watching DIY Ideas. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. And yeah, until our next project, I wish you a wonderful day and a lot of fun. Bye!